everyone. Joe Maffei, 123survive.com, Integrated Market Development Center, home of the Combat Nation. Today what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to make a weapon. A couple of months ago, I had to chop down a maple tree in my backyard. So when I did that, I wanted to use the maple. I just didn't want to chop it down and throw it away. So the first thing I did was I made this starter of a survival bow. See, so I've been working on this since the tree came down. I took it out, whittled it down, and dried it out, and started tilling it. I tilled it out, and it's just sitting here. I put a little bit of a stain on it, and it's just drying out. But today, I was thinking about it, and I didn't want to let the rest of that maple tree go. So I just wanted to show you that I'm out in my backyard today, just having a cookout. And a lot of times people work on wilderness stuff, and they're out in the woods somewhere. You don't have to do that. You could be right in your backyard, right here in the suburbs, in the city, and still work on your survival craft. So what I'm going to do here is I took the same piece of that maple right here, and I cut it to a piece about, I don't know, 26 inches, somewhere around that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to strip all the bark off, okay? Once I strip all the bark off, we've got this fire going here. I'm going to show you guys how to dry it out. There's a process that you have to go through to get a good, strong weapon so that it doesn't break on you. So when you're making some kind of survival stick, a cane, you know, whether you use a trekking pole, you want to be able to use that kind of item to ward off animals or to defend yourself when you're off the trail. So this was a good piece of wood because it was green. Okay, you always want to use something green. You don't want to just pick something up off the ground, okay? So, I'm laughing because my neighbor's over there and he's cutting the grass, so, you know, you're going to have to deal with that, okay? Going to strip this down, hit the bark off, and we're going to heat it on this fire. So, I'm going to start stripping this down. I'll talk to you guys in a few minutes. Okay, guys. Pretty much just took most of the outer bark off of this. I didn't want to go too deep, and just want everyone to know I just whittled this down with this Randall Rat 3 blade. I got about 6 months ago, and they just noticed that it was cutting, shaving the wood pretty easy. I use an Arkansas stone to sharpen this, and this blade holds a good edge anyway, okay? So, the next step, what we're going to do, guys, is while I was out, I don't know, maybe in the winter, hiking through the woods, I found this grill right here, okay? Part of a grill, actually. So, I'm going to use this, and what we're going to do is I'm going to have my wood-burning stove here, but I'm going to take this here, and I'm going to sit it on top, like that, okay? And the next thing we're going to do here is I'm going to take this wood, my stick here, okay, my weapon, and I'm going to put it on top. Just going to leave it like that. All we're going to do is dry it out, okay? You don't want to have it on the flame. It's almost the same concept if you're going to make jerk. Okay? So, you see how this sit up here, and every once in a while I'm just going to move it down, move it back, rotate a little bit. In the Philippine Islands, they were notorious for making great, hard weapons out of rattan. Okay? Or sometimes they use bamboo on the islands. We don't have that around here, so we're just going to use whatever we got. So, I happen to have a maple tree that was in my way. That's why I have this stick, okay? Later on I'm going to show you how to use it. Now I'm going to show you how to dry it out, grill it, and oil it up, and it'll be ready for battle in a couple of hours, okay? So we're just going to sit back there for a while. I'm going to smoke a cigar, drink a beer, and we'll check out with you in a little bit. Okay, guys, it's been a couple of days now, and the fire's gone out, but this stick roasted for maybe 2 or 3 hours. You know, couple of cigars, 2 or 3 beers, and it was done. Okay, so that's how you can sort of time it, right? for some of you guys that might drink fast, that could be 10 beers, who knows. Alright, but anyway, you want this stick to be somewhat roasted. You can see that it's darker on different places. Okay, now, I spoke to you about the Filipinos and some of the sticks that they use. This was a stick that was made in the Philippines, and you can see the burn marks on it. Okay, I get a little closer. See the burn marks? A couple of reasons why you get these marks. One is because when they make these, they manufacture hundreds at a time. So they have massive grills. And they just put all the sticks on the grill. And then they rotate them so that burns somewhat evenly. You can see somehow it's got some what they call skin on the outside. That's just when they were shaving them down, it's just little pieces of bark and stuff like that that they didn't quite get all the way off. So that's all that is, okay? But you can see that this burn is similar to this burn, alright? But there is a coating on this, alright? Now why you would want to put some kind of coating on it is just basically to seal the pores. Now they use some kind of oil to do that. If you're out in the wild and you want to make yourself some kind of weapon like this, you could take any kind of fat from rabbit that you kill, or any type of kill. You can even take, you find some milkweed. You could take some of the inner milk of the milkweed and just run it through here. The milkweed's almost like a rubber latex type, and that's all you're trying to do, okay? And then that'll seal it up so that it doesn't get too waterlogged and heavy, okay? You don't want a stick that's real thick like a baseball bat. People always think, I want this big bat, That's not what you want, alright? What we basically did was we took a green stick about 26 inches long. We roasted it on this, I don't know, it's half of a grill, but I used kind of like a rotisserie, right, just to keep turning it. Let it sit there for 3 or 4 hours, continuously turning it. And then we have this. Take any kind of lubricant. You can even use WD-40 or whatever. And just cover it up so that it seals the pores. And now you have a solid, good stick that you can use to fend off animals or to protect yourself on the trail if you go hiking or whatever, okay? I do want to show you guys something though. I did have time to work on this bow a little bit while it was raining. So you can see I just put a cherry stain on it, and I strung it up with just some paracord, made a little paracord grip here, and I thought it came out pretty good. It's about this big thing. It's got a good pull to it, pretty good till. So, like I said earlier, this came from the maple I took down. I took the axe, I split the tree with an axe. So this was done all by hand. Then I carved it and whittled it down, took a sanding stone and smoothed it out, and I put some stain on it with a satin finish. And I thought it came out not too bad. Okay, guys? So in our next video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some basic instruction on how to use this primitive stick that we made